I'm Derek, and this is my wife, Emily. And we're the Youngrens.
Teddy is almost 5.
Hello.
He is our leader, our ball of energy. Henrik is a newly 2-year-old who is wild to his bones. Classic second born. He wants to keep up. He's rough and tough. He won't be told no, and he can't be stopped. May 9th, daycare drop off, which is about 2 miles from my work. I'm at work, everything's fine. I get a text message that he fell. And then she called me. She's like, hey, I think you need to come get him. He's declining. Well, by the time I showed up there, he was unresponsive. I'm like, wake up, buddy, it's mama. Like, wake up, I'm here. Like, it's okay. Nothing. The ambulance showed up. There was 3 paramedics. One of them said, we're going straight to Children's.
Emily said, you need to get to the hospital now.
I remember like texting Derek and my dad, telling everyone like, pray for Henrik, he's on the way to Children's. And I actually passed my dad on 12. I remember just being like it's like, my dad doesn't leave work, so I was like, I knew it was serious.
We got the call that there was a child coming in as a trauma. This was one of those kind of 1 in a million falls. We knew that as he had fallen backwards, there was a very significant fracture. That is one of those things that's like a 5-alarm fire. When we see that, we also see the brain being sort of shifted over, and that requires urgent surgery. It wasn't long after we met Henrik that first day that we were in the operating room. The first surgery that Henrik had to have was what we call a decompressive hemicraniectomy. So in order to manage that blood clot, we have to take off a piece of the skull bone to let the brain swell.
I remember Dr. Helverson came out. He said the surgery was a success. They got what they needed. I think he was the first one to say it. The little guys always surprise us. We spent 22 days in the PICU just getting him stable. The whole time he was intubated and sedated.
I grabbed his hand. As soon as his fingertips were warm, I just felt a little squeeze. That was the greatest moment of my life.
It was 2 weeks before we could hold him. The minute we walked into the hospital to our last appointment on Tuesday, every single person treated him like he was their child, and they did what was best for him. They don't only take amazing care of your child. In a children's hospital, you're taking care of the parents too.
Henrik's family never expected to be in a situation where we're operating on his head, to have multiple surgeries, to need multiple teams. We are fortunate to be able to do the work because of donations, because of people's support, for the enthusiasm that people have for neurosurgery. The progress he has made is just tremendous. I think the future for Henrik is incredibly bright.
Here they are, running around, tearing our house apart and throwing mud around. And
It's nice that you can see him fall, and he's going to stand back up. I mean, Children's was instrumental in his success. There's no doubt about that.
I think it's allowed us to find more joy in their childhood and really just like appreciate it. Like, this is literally what we prayed for, being able to see him do all the things in those early days, just praying and hoping we'd get to see him do.